Alright everybody, give me a minute. I'm getting things set up here. We're going to finish our dolphins tonight. If you caught last night's feed, we were making some dolphins. Alright. Hang tight. I'll be right back. Alright guys. Alright. I can't see my chat yet. So hang tight. Come on, I know this thing's on. Alright. Maybe it's just froze up a little bit. I don't know. Alright, maybe the battery's going dead on it. But hey, I can see myself now. Alright. I see chat now. Battery's going dead on it. Looks like I need to turn my volume off on my screen. Alright. I see chat. Alright, turn the volume off on that. And we're back. All right. I think the dolphin's getting a little sickness there, spinning in circles like that. All right. So anyway, well, let me recap. So last night, what we did was basically through the top, we threw the base, and we got our dolphin made up. And we didn't put the fins on yet. I didn't really do much with this yet. I put a little bit of the waves on the bottom. So that's kind of where we ended because everything was just a little bit too wet. So tonight we're going to finish the rest of this thing. And I made 2 of them. So let's get started. How many people we got here in the chat? Let's see. Leah's here. Gail's here. Bullseye Ben. All right. Good to see you guys here. Let's see. I need to move this down because I can't see everything on here. There we go. All right. I'm glad to see everybody return tonight. I took off basically my outside of my wheel here that collects all the clay and stuff, and hopefully it makes it a little easier to see. These guys hardened up a little bit over the night. It actually looks pretty good, I think. They did a good job. Not too shabby. And then of course the tops, I put those in bags as well. I did trim these this morning, so you guys kind of missed that one, but he'll kind of go on there like that. So it's not too bad. But at least I can handle them now. Okay. And they're pretty well the same size. I think this one's a little bit taller, but this one looks like a little bit wider. So it is what it is. Yeah, he won't be bad. We'll put this one on here. All right. I'm doing great tonight, for sure, for sure. Yes, please hit the like, hit the thumbs up. Yeah, if you double tap that screen on your phone, it'll give me a thumbs up. I think, right? I think it does. You have to try it and find out. Yeah. All right. So, I probably won't be on as late tonight. I think as soon as I am able to get these done, I'll probably be finished, because it is a early night because I have to go to work the next day. So, all right. So let's put some fins on this guy. Where's my extra clay? Let's use this. Thank you, Leah. Bullseye Ben says, I survived the nadir. So where do you live, Ben? Are you more down south? Let's see. Well, if I could do this, what does that look like on your screen? Hopefully that doesn't block too much of anything. Put him here. Like that. Maybe like that. Is that pretty good, guys? See a little bit of the dolphin? You can kind of see that's what I'm making. So, what does chat say? I should let me move my screen over this way more. All right. At least that way I feel like I'm more one-on-one with you guys. All right. All right. I like the flag. I got the "Don't Tread on Me" flag. Well, that's cool. I like to get one of them flags, definitely. I always fly an American flag outside my house too. Always. People died for that flag. The least I can do is show my support, for the families that gave loved ones up and sacrificed, right? And all the people that came home that weren't quite the same. They gave the ultimate sacrifice, some of them, and never came home. So I fly that flag every day. This in here got a little bit tattered, and I thought, well, I'll just bring it down here, keep it inside for now. So all I'm doing is making thin pieces like this, and I'm starting to cut the shape of the fins. It can't be a shark fin. I'm not making sharks. Oklahoma. Oh, you're talking about twisters. Well, you be careful out there, that's for sure. Hopefully you all have a way of getting to safety if need be. Hey Joel, great to see you in the chat. Oh, okay, yeah. I want to put a flagpole up outside. Right now I have one hanging off the porch, you know, kind of at the 45-degree angle or whatever. I'd love to put a flagpole up in the middle of the yard, out front, for sure. I live on a busy road, so a lot of people see it. Let's see, he's just too big. Trim a little bit off of that fin. That's a little bit closer. That's a little bit closer to what I want to see. Master Gaming is here. Good to see you here. Where's my tools? Now I'm just blending the fin in to the body. Hey, Ben Wolf's here. Good to see you, Ben. I think that looks pretty good. Might be a little big, huh? We'll just trim him off a little bit. All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Ben. I hope you get to the VA and let them check you out, see what's going on. Adrian's here. Kind of looks like we have the regular crew. Hopefully you guys can see everything good enough. I feel like you're not close enough to what I'm making right here, but it's full of clay. Yeah, wife ended up getting a new stove. She's liking it. So she was really excited to make dinner tonight because she got to use her new stove. Keep it that way. Now you need to run out of clay, Ben. Yeah, I just ordered some clay. Hopefully I get it this week because I'm running out too. Joel says I was very happy with that trimming. Might go back out and try some more after you're done with the dolphin. Yeah, Ben. Ben, you should have seen Joel. I mean, his last piece he trimmed was really looked nice. So if Joel gets back on tonight, you'll have to catch him. Okay, Adrian, sounds good. I know you're in and out at times. Oh, well, lucky you, Ben. 2 towns north. That ain't bad. You got 1,000 pounds? Yeah. If I did it full time, I'd probably order 1,000 pounds too. It's just I don't use that much clay that fast, so I don't have a whole lot laying around and kind of getting dried out on me. All right, Master Gaming, have fun. We will catch you later. Just making the fins right now. So I'm just taking some pieces of clay and just thinning them out by hand. And I got another fin made up. So I'm just going to use it as a template and copy and make 2. All right. All right. £1,000 every 2 weeks this year. Oh man. But you probably get a pretty good price on that amount of poundage. And plus you're picking it up yourself, so you save money there too. Got to fix this knife or this tool here because it seemed like that point came right out of there. All right. Yeah, Ben does it every day, night and day. So yeah, I imagine you go through a lot of clay. He also eats it for every meal, yeah. I gotta trim this up just a little bit more. Random says most of us on one shirt. Yeah. But that shirt, that's clay that's been there for a while, right, Ben? I mean, that's an cumulative, probably almost a year's worth of clay there on your shirt. Yeah. That's a lot of clay. All right, we're going to put him right there. Yeah, these are probably just the right consistency here. It's not too hard, not too soft. It's kind of perfect for attaching all this stuff. You know what? I think I need to add my light over here. Let me go get my light so we can put a little light on this subject. Let's bring that over so we can see. Hopefully that helps a little bit. All right. Get out of the way here. There we go. Hopefully that is a little bit better. There we go. All right, bullseye Ben. Let's do this one. Okay. Who's lurking T2? Hey T2, glad to see you're in here. I think it's time to wash it. Hey Ben, I think we all ought to do a live together and all wear black tank tops. Ben, you'll have to get a mustache. Well, I guess Joel will too, right? Hello, Random. Sorry I had to put person time early. I thought it was just. Okay. Oh my. Yeah. It don't take me long to grow my beard out for sure. If I were to do that. All right. Looking all right. We have to put a little more clay on him though. Joel says I can't grow a mustache. Yeah, there you go. Use a paper one. He'll get the idea when we all show up. I'm not sure where to get an action figure though. I guess they still make those things. I don't know. Joel could get a Barbie doll. Oh my gosh. Oh man, it cracks me up. So how did he come up with the name Bert? I wonder. Is it supposed to be a Burt Reynolds doll or something? I mean, sorry, not doll, action figure. Is it supposed to be a Burt Reynolds action figure? Reynolds, Burt Reynolds. Hey, I know what I'll do. I'll get a Daisy Duke action figure. How's that? This guy's smooth out where I attach the fins. So it looks decent. Magnum PI dolls, it showed nothing. I'm surprised. I don't think my wife is in the chat. I haven't seen her show up. Did she? Or did I miss her? Or... I don't know if she's watching or not. She didn't say whether she's going to be on. It shows on her Magnum PI doll. Well, there goes the whole action figure idea. Maybe Bert's not really an action figure after all. Yeah. All right. He got some big, we're just going to call this guy Flipper. He's got some big flippers. All right. You do, Ben? Yeah? This kind of stuff's kind of fun for me to do. I got in trouble in high school doing stuff like this. Our teacher said that you can't make money doing that. It's like, what? Yeah, she said it's got to have a purpose. You know, making sculptures, that's what I was doing in class. She didn't like it. It had to be functional. And I understand where she was going with it. It just, you know, I had more fun making sculptures, that's all. So when I made this one, I made sure I put a cup on top of it so you could drink out of it. Yep, I agree, Ben. I totally agree, man. Like I said, my career path would have been a lot different if I had a better teacher. I really believe that. I mean, it was something that I really liked to do. I mean, I expect that, you know, the person that gets these will probably drink out of them once and then put them on a shelf, but, you know, that's okay. Or special occasions. Need to get my my brush. Oh, let's see. Man, I think my slip dried up. Nice. All right. Let's get some more slip. Well, there's some down here. The purpose was purpose. You're right. It's just that teacher's opinion, Gail. I'm sure not all the teachers were that way, you know. But I happen to, I mean, art class was something that I loved. I loved to go to school, and I look forward going to art class. I mean, that's just where my head was as a kid. Nothing else seemed to matter. I've got a little bit of clay down here slipped. I'm going to just kind of dab my brush into, kind of smooth this stuff out a little bit. You should do the one balancing the cup on the nose, if that worked. Well, I am going to put the cup on his nose. Well, not on his nose, but that would be interesting. I don't know if it would actually sit on the nose for very long. It'd probably take one bump and he'd be off. It'd just knock it right off of there. Because it'd probably break pretty easy. Which is why I put it more right here, because that way, if I put it right in here, it's more support. Let's see here. I don't know why that tool is so daggone loose. It was a good needle tool. It was. I'd never do that to your young, beautiful, functional works of art. Use it every day. Yep. Yep, Leah. Hot water will bring slip back. I do have hot water down here. And to create a little hole there for him. Make sure it all dries out on the inside too. Okay. The last thing I want to do is put the top on until I have all this done down here. So we'll take this out of here for now. I can't for the life of me remembering an art teacher talking about making money from art. So she had to be going that way anyway. Yeah. Well, I think she did make her own stuff on the side. But yeah, I don't know. That's the attitude I got. And you know, of course I think she had her favorites too. I probably wasn't one of her favorites, but I was there a lot. So I don't know why I wouldn't be, or I wasn't one of her favorites, but I wasn't really trying to be one. So maybe that's why. I didn't kiss her ass. Oh, excuse me. Kiss her butt. That one slipped out, guys. Just have to hit the buzzer. Beep. Gail says, it is a shame that we don't value teachers more, pay them what they are worth, than more qualified people would choose teaching as a profession. You're probably right, Gail. You're probably right. Brought an apple to a cake party, did you? Oh, man. All right, so let's do the tail. And I think this is a little bit dry right now. I want to get another piece. Ben's a funny guy. We have a lot of funny guys in here and gals, like Leah. He's pretty funny. All right. That's all right. Do with the tail. Something like that. start forming the tail out. This is all I'll say about it. I used to want to be a teacher. I no longer do. I would fit in. I think taxpayers would be a lot more comfortable paying more of them if almost 80% didn't disagree. Yeah. Types of things they are teaching and the way they bring their personal life into the classroom sometimes beyond inappropriate. I agree. We've seen that, haven't we? And by the way, thanks, Mary. You're funny too. I try to be. Hi, Sharon. Good to see you in the chat. Thank you very much for your compliment. And I'm making a tail and I don't like him, so I'm going to make it over again. Because clay is just that way. Yeah, he's looking pretty good, I think. He's turned out all right. I worry about him falling over, but so far he's been doing all right. All right, let's try this one again. There we go. I just eyeball this stuff. I do what I think makes it look good. So it looks good in my eye. That's the way we do it. So, yeah, Gail, I think he does have good balance so far. Until I put that couple in there, and I'm hoping that the weight transfers kind of straight down in a way, that he stays straight up and down. The firing will be a true test if he decides to fall or not. The last ones that I made like this, they stayed straight up and down. Maybe I was lucky, I don't know, but I'm hoping these guys stay straight up and down too. If not, I'll have to make some new ones, you know. But I think his tail's too big. All right, let's take a little more off of this guy. Do something like that. There we go. Like this. All right. So, yeah. There we go. I think that looks closer to the tail. He's obedient. Looks Looks like he has good balance. Yeah, I think he does. How long would it take for the fins to be dry enough for the next step in the process? Well, he's going to be in a bag for quite a few days. Both of these guys, because I'm going to finish them up tonight. So both of these guys will be in a bag for probably a week, just slowly drying them. I don't want them to dry too quickly. I need to keep the fins wet as his trunk is, and just slowly dry him for about a week probably before I can fire him. Because after that, he will go in the kiln, and we'll find out if he's going to nosedive or fall to the side or something. Hopefully he does. Hopefully he stays straight up and down. Dangnabbit, I think his tail's still a little big. Still a little bit big. Hopefully you guys can see this good. Yeah, he's got a big tail. I don't know. Then, gotta teach class in September. If you want to be in the class you're taking, it makes a difference, especially if you are above 21. Is that what you're teaching a class, Ben? Was it next September? Because you went to one before, right? Just earlier this September, I thought. So you do it every year. Is what I'm getting. Is you must do it every year. Well, so my wife jumped on. Yeah, I didn't realize, Ben, you probably did it every year, I guess. I did teach a class and they wanted me to be there, so the people were happy to be there as it was a choice, was my point. I got you. I got you. Okay. I'd like to have classes here where people can come and do this. I think it'd be fun to teach people in my own studio. I wouldn't like to bring them down in the basement though. That's just kind of weird, you know? But I'd like to make sure I can get some movement in my piece as far as the way it looks. It looks like it's moving, you know? Oh, thank you, Ben. I appreciate your compliment. Yeah, I do love to teach people. Because then, at least you're carrying on the art, I mean, that's the thing is in get young people established into it, art and loving it as much as you do. Maybe we can get more kids into it and get more potters out there, or any art for that fact, just anything. My daughter's in theater, so my youngest daughter, she's in theater, and she just absolutely loves it. You know, it's funny when she was probably that big, she was down in my studio at the time, and I just put some clay on a wheel and just let her play with it, and she just loved that. She spent hours down me in the basement with me, just playing on the wheel in the clay. But it turns out she likes theater, so and she's good at it. Very good singer, very good actor. I love going to see her when I can. And she's up in Jersey, so I don't get to see her very often, but Sharon says, I've tried several times to register for pottery classes, but they seem to sell out in under, really? Small class. I'm thinking taking a pottery class at a local college. Yeah. I didn't realize they would actually sell out that quickly, Sharon. Yeah, I guess that's a good point, Ben. They don't have the risk of investment. I mean, that's probably, I couldn't have said it better. I mean, that's probably it right there. They want to come and play in the clay and make something, but when, they can go home at night and don't have the mess and have to worry about firing and all the good stuff that goes with it. But that's a real good point. If I could get a bigger studio to where I could have more people, that'd be fun. I mean, Gail's got that, she goes to the place down there in Baltimore where she spends most of her time in that place. And I guess that's a community center, I think, really, where, anybody that wants to work on pottery can go there and rent space like she does. I guarantee you one thing, I would never stifle somebody's creativity. I never would. I would encourage them. And I saw, Ben, that in your one video that you did, probably one of your last ones there that you did, your whole family's creative. Looks like they're all artists in one way or another. You are very good, lucky, Gail, to find that place and to have a spot to do what you want to do. Firing stones, pots. You might want to fix that old. Not use. Yeah, that's a good point. Um, it could destroy that new scut I'm getting. That's a good point, Ben. It would destroy it. I do have a small space in the basement, my clay cave. That's a good name for this place, a clay cave, yeah. With a wheel, table, tools, etc. that I can work in. That's wonderful, Gail. That's wonderful. So you just really you don't have the kiln at your house, but you have the other necessary tools, I guess. The kiln is a huge expense for sure. Huge expense. And then you have the upkeep of the kiln and everything else. Power it takes to run the thing. But that ain't cheap either. There's so much work in pottery. You gotta love it. You just have to love it, because if you don't love it, you're probably not going to stay in it. It's my thing. There's just way too much work, you know. All right. He needs a little bit more refining in the bottom, but he's looking pretty good, actually. A little bit of work here and there. And he's not too awful bad. He's a little, a little wobbly yet, but we shall see. He may need some help. I think I know what I'm going to do. I need to put some clay back here. I need to stiffen this up right here. And I do not know because I was brought up in the trade. Oh, that's wonderful, Gail. Actually sounds like a really good deal then. I gotta get down there to see you, Gail. Since you're so daggone close. I just gotta get on the website and see when's a good time and let you know. It'll probably be next year sometime until I get up to see Ben. Because I want to catch him when they do a firing in his big gas kiln he's got. I'm not in any guild. Ben might be. If you're talking to Ben, I don't know if that he is or not. I'm sure there is a guild in my area. In my area here somewhere, in Gettysburg probably. There's probably an arts guild up there. That would be nice. But I have to make sure that I have the right clay because I don't think my clay will go to 10. It might be just flattened piece by the time we get to it if you use that. So I probably have to get some cone 10 or clay that will go up to cone 10 at least. Well, yeah, we should plan that. Because I know you guys don't fire that kiln all the time. All right. I think that'll stiffen them up quite a bit. Hmm. 14 graduate students from Towson State University work in the same space and share the equipment and expenses. Oh, that's awesome, Gail. You get to work around those people. That's great. Well, that's awesome. Isn't there that Pottery Guild in Virginia or something like that? They do videos on YouTube. I thought they were in Virginia for some reason. Or Maryland, I don't know. Oh, you met them already. Oh, okay. That guy that does the classes, he's really knowledgeable. I figure you can always learn something new, you know? That's the way I see it. I'm just trying to stiffen this guy up a little bit back here because I need to put the top on him, the cup part, and I want to make sure that he's going to be able to handle it. I need to be able to cut this guy off of here so I can tilt him up a little bit. I did cut him once, but I think with all the work I did on this, it just pressed it down against the plat or the bat again. There we go. Now I can better see what's going on here. Yep, learn something every day. I have so much to learn about this craft that, I mean, I've been doing it for a while, but there's so much that I need to learn still. I mean, there's just things I haven't done. Like mixing my own glazes and stuff, I find it fascinating to do, and I want to start doing that. There he goes. Now he's looking better. Yeah, Gail, that's why I like watching other potters too, because, you know, there's always something little that they might do that, you know, you just haven't seen it before, or, you know, there's always something you can pick up. And I think all the potters, at least the potters that I know of, all stick together. It feels like we're all part of the same club, so to speak, as far as it goes. I mean, we're not right a one of us that can put out the same pot as the other. You know, it's always individualized, so there's no risk there. You know. But every pottery community that I've been around has been wonderful. Like a family, exactly. That is a great quote. I'll read your quote out loud, Gail. Gail writes, one of her favorite teachers and founder, Deb Bedwell, always says, clay is long and life is short. There is always something new to learn. Absolutely. He's looking pretty good. I just don't know if he's strong enough yet to hold this. No, I guess he is. Yeah, he'll hold it up. Kind of looks like he's leaning. Well, maybe not. Maybe it's just my perception. Yeah, I think he'll be all right like that. That was quick. All right. I may have to keep a close eye on this guy. Right on both of these guys. You are so supportive. Yes, they are, Leah. Sharon says this. That's right, Leah. This is the channel. If this channel is any indication of the support, it must be phenomenal. Yep, I agree. I agree, Sharon. Sharon. Van Wolf says also interesting that everyone who comes in to the shop and is interested in pottery can usually be put into category of happy people. We are not selling tries or angry folk. Yep. I agree, Ben. You're right. Everybody is happy. I mean, I haven't really thought about that actually, but yeah. Hi, Random. Yeah, it was a nice catch. I don't want to destroy my cup. Yeah, Sharon, I think that's what it is. I think it's because they have a passion for it. All right. You know, he does overhang a little bit. It will be interesting to see if these guys make it through the kiln. The first couple I did, they made it just fine. But I think everything has to be centered directly. The weight has to be centered to this bottom here to keep it straight up and down. If it's off probably a little bit one way or the other, it will probably start to move. Your favorite piece is the one you're working on, yeah? Yeah, knife doctor's visit for sure. My joking father would answer that with the pots that sell say, I say anything I am lucky enough to be working in, yeah? Yep, say about the quilts too, yeah. I think Sharon, you're doing the quilts, right? I think that probably goes to say with everything it's handcrafted. It's just like Amish furniture and stuff like that. When you see that stuff, you can see the skill that went into it because they really care about what they're doing. All right. I think that one looks okay. He's going to have to sit out a little bit and let him dry some. So I don't have to worry about him falling over. So that's how I make the dolphin mug. It took a little while. Thank you, Random. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Gail. I just hope he stays up straight, when I go to fire. That's the only thing that concerns me about when I do stuff like this. Because if he is too overhung this way, it's just going to lean. So that weight needs to be vertically. And I think he is pretty close to being vertical. I think I pretty well have him there because I'm guessing that when I'm firing, it's going to drop just a little bit. But I think he looks all right. You're welcome, Sharon. He says, could you put something in with it, like a support, or is that a bad idea, dangerous? I don't think I can put a support in it because I'd have to be kind of creative to put a support here somewhere or even back here. Uh, I don't think I can make the water come up that high that it's going to look right. And I don't think that it would actually look that way. Um, Even back here, I don't think so. I mean, I could put more water up here in the front that would help support. And maybe I could maybe beef him up right here a little bit more. But that's why I did stiffen this part up back here, because he was just a little too thin. I think he'll be all right. Yeah, definitely a propane kiln. I don't think this would make it. With the way the flames fly around like that, and it's so much, volume. I mean, pressure, like you say, wind, and these as high as these things get, a little bit of movement like that, pushing, it's gonna start to lean over. At least in an electric kiln, I have a chance. So, but I think he looks pretty good. Just need to try to make sure I keep him upright until he dries a little bit more in the base. He's looking all right. I'm just gonna have one more to do yet. And I'll probably go back and try to work on some of this stuff up here, kind of smooth it out more. I may even bring some water up here a little bit higher, maybe. I think. But I didn't want to be on this stream too long tonight because I have to go to work tomorrow morning. But so I don't think I'll get to the other one tonight. So maybe I can do that tomorrow. Is do the other one. That might be a good thing, is to do it tomorrow. Yeah, I think he turned out pretty good. Thank you, Random. Let's see. So you fire it, glaze it, and then fire again. Yes, Sharon. That's what I do. Is I do a bisque fire. So the bisque fire is not really that big of a deal when it comes to these. It's when I put the glaze on and put them in for that firing, because it gets a lot hotter. Then the pieces turn almost white. Really, I mean they're. As far as turning hot, I mean when you look through the sight hole, they are, I mean, super, super, super hot. And just like metal will bend when it gets hot, the clay does the same thing. You get it so hot. If you get it too hot, then what the clay will, if you go over the clay's maturity, it will actually melt and just go down into a slump. So you have to make sure that you're at the right temp when you're firing, which is why we use cones. And the new kiln I'm getting is actually electronic, so it's a little bit easier for me, even though I did buy cones for it, because I want to know exactly what that kiln's doing. Even though it's electronic and supposedly it's all right, the cone is more accurate than anything, in my book anyhow. Yeah, possibly. Yeah, yeah, Gail. Possibly that would work. Oh, for biscuit, secure the bottom. Yeah, yeah. I could do that. Because really that's the only spot that's holding them straight up and down. So it's really important that I support this as much as I can. But, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll put something in here too, because that would help stiffen it up. Maybe if I make it look like water or something, I don't know. Is there a chance of losing a piece in the second firing? Yeah. So I mean, yeah, there is. Um, you could. I think the first firing is probably the worst because you're taking clay from this point, well, from this point here to a state that it's a little bit harder, and if there's any kind of air pockets or stuff like that, or if you try to bring your heat up too quickly when it's in this state, if you have any kind of uh, moisture in that clay at all, water expands when it gets hot, so it'll turn to steam, and you'll explode a piece. So in the second one, I think there's less danger, but there still is. I mean, it gets so hot that if you're these little pieces like this could start to move and stuff. So there's a little bit of that. Sometimes your glaze can run a lot if you're not used to it. It could run a lot and could destroy a piece possibly. So I say the first firing is the worst. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's when you do stuff like this, that's kind of what it is. You could lose everything. I mean, I've had a piece explode in my kiln already in a bisque firing, and it took out pretty much everything it was on the bottom shelf. It took out almost everything in the bottom shelf, um, which is tragic, because there was a lot of pieces in that kiln. But that happens at times, and I know why it did it because I was rushing a firing, and you should never rush any firing, and that's what happened. So I don't rush my firings anymore. You know, you can't afford it. You can't afford the mistake. Yeah, Gail, I could do one at a time and just try it and see how it works out. Yep, that's right, Gail. Make sure it's bone dry. There's a lot involved in it, Sharon, for sure. Yeah. You put holes in for the eyes. I put a hole in here because I need to have any moisture that's inside of here come out. I don't want to have anything trapped in there. So, and I can't have glaze go in there and stop up the hole either. I mean, I suppose once he's done, it's okay. But so yeah, there's different things that I have to think about really before you know put it in an environment like that where it's going to get abused somewhat. So you have to think about the possibilities, you know. Well, how can I help this thing make it through that process? Hopefully I put support back here, it'll help a little bit. Kind of make it look like water splashed around. Yeah, these kind of pieces take forever to make. There's a lot of work to them. At this point, I have to be careful what I do around it, that I don't bump it some way that it manages to screw it up more. Matab, hello. Thank you. Hopefully that helps support him a little bit more back here. He's kind of sitting precariously, but I think it is getting stiffer right now, so it looks like he is trying to lean that way. Probably because I was putting all that pressure back here, it pushed it forward. I bet you guys can't wait to see this come out of the kiln and see what happens to it. Random, you got to run? Thank you. Thank you for stopping in, buddy. I appreciate you being here. Who am I missing? Oh, Bob's in the house. Oh, hi, Bob. I didn't see you come in here. I kind of got this one done, Bob. And I think what I'm going to do is do the other one tomorrow night. Because I don't want to be up too late. I got to go to work tomorrow. So, but yeah, he turned out pretty good tonight. He turned out really good. Took me a while to get it to sit that way, and I'd add some support to him. But we'll see how he makes it through the kiln. I think it was Gail that had the right idea. Is probably put one in and try to see what that happens to that one, because they're all made the same, pretty much, you know. So. Just got to make sure that the weight is directly down. And I think it will be. I mean, this one, when I did this one, it was the same way. He was, you know, it's kind of scary at first. But you see, as you know, he stiffened up and it was just fine. And like I said, the first couple of dolphins I made like this, they went through the kiln just fine. It's just a little scary at first, you know, because of all that weight sitting up here and overhung, and so. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Matab. But yeah, there he is. The other one's still in the bag, waiting for the next process. And this in here, I'm going to have to put a bag over top of him and let him dry as slow as possible. And I'll probably have to do some touch-up work on him yet too. Just little things that I see I want to make perfect, you know. You always feel like it's a sculpture. You just don't want to. You keep seeing stuff, you know. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate you. And Bob. I think that's about all I can do to him tonight, guys. I think he's going to have to wait till till tomorrow. And maybe what I'll do is do another live tomorrow night after work, and we'll build the other one, and hopefully they're the same height when they're all done. Hopefully. I doubt that they will be. But yeah, ain't too bad. Ain't too bad. I'm pretty happy with him. Wonder how he is compared to this one. This one's a little bit taller. Yep, that one's just a little bit taller. I think this dolphin here is standing up more this way, whereas the other one's curved more. But, you know, that's the way art is, right? You know. You think I did it pretty quick for a complex piece? Thank you, Gail. All right, Ben. Thank you for stopping by, Ben. I appreciate you. Say hi to the Canadian man up there. My Tom loves it. Yeah, I mean, I think it looks pretty good. It'd be interesting to see if the other one is the same height. So, but I think they both look really good though, beside each other. Even if they were going to be off, I think they still look pretty good. You know, I think that looks really good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. My top giving a bunch of hearts. Well, if you guys want to come back tomorrow, I think what I'll do is jump on tomorrow, roughly 7:30ish, and tomorrow night, and we can do the other one. What I do is I took what, almost 2 hours, so yeah, I could probably do the one tomorrow a little bit faster, maybe. But if you guys want to come back tomorrow, I can do the other one for you. Leah, you had me thinking about plate stands. Gail says, I don't like things that match perfectly. And you're right. If it's something like this, it's not going to match perfectly. I mean, really. Thank you, Bob. I appreciate the comment. Nice chatting with you, Ben. Go mess with Joel. I'm glad I could be an inspiration. You are, Leah. You are an inspiration. Leah says, I'll be here. All right. Yeah. Gail. This saw me on a little bit. Oh, okay. I'll send out notifications. I'll send out notifications on my Facebook, my YouTube. So that way everybody knows what time and where to tune into. But I think it looks great. I think it will be great if the other one that I do like this, they kind of meet up like a heart. That would be cool. That would really be cool if I can get him to do that. So I might have to put some stiffeners on him tonight, but anyhow, great. All right, well, good night, everybody. Appreciate you all being here. My Tom, I wish you would have come in a little bit earlier, but I know that in your country it's pretty early in the morning, I believe. But Bob, I'm glad you stopped in. Why don't you go over and see Joel? So I know Leah'll probably jump in over there. I might jump in for a couple minutes. I don't know. But good night, everybody. Thank you for stopping in, watching. Look for me tomorrow, same time, same place, probably. And we'll do the second one. All right? Good night, everybody. And I turn this thing off. All right. Here we go. All right, guys. Good night.